I forgot to book there. There we go. This is the book. Dun, dun, dun. Welcome. Thanks for tap the screen. There we go. Doing it outside now. It's not quite as bright and sunny out. Hi, welcome to my scope. Awesome that you're here. It's going to be fun. Well, it might stir some things, but of course that's my work to mission to stir things up in you. Welcome to my scope. My name is Barry Selby. I am the heartbreak repair specialist, a love coach, speaker, #1 best-selling author of 50 Ways to Love Your Lover. This is the book. It's on Amazon as a Kindle or physical book. Yes, I'm back. And this one's going to be a specific one because I had a request yesterday. And by the way, I do take topic requests with a grain of salt, depending on what you ask for. Yesterday was all about sex. You can watch the archive on catch.me/Barry Selby. Hi, Leanne. Nice to have you here. This one came from Natasha yesterday because she bought my book on Amazon. I was very surprised that she was reading through it and said, could I explain or expand on chapter 42? So I will do that. And that's the thing about attraction, which is what this theme's about. So again, for those of you just joining me, please share it with your friends and followers. Hey, good to have you here, Sherry. Nice to have you join me. Please share it on Twitter, Facebook, invite your followers, all that stuff, and tap the screen for hearts. I want to get over 40,000 soon. That's what I'm working on next. So thank you, Ms. Katya. I love you doing that. So again, this is my book. And just so you know, this book is 50 Principles for Healthy Relationships for Men, Women, Couples, Singles. Some of my friends who are gay like it too, some don't, because I do speak about masculine and feminine, which I'm going to talk about in this particular chapter. Okay. It was, hang on. Crib sheets. Let me find my notes because I wrote it down because there have been so many scopes that I've gotten blanked on it. So it was Natasha, True Beauty Coach. That's the one it was. And let's get back to my notes. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, okay, I'm good. This is props, you know? Okay. 50 Ways, yes, 50 Ways to Love Your Lover. It's on Amazon as a physical book and Kindle version. You can get both there. On my website, I have an ebook version. If you look under my name, see me on the back, my name, or you look for the book, you find it both on Amazon. It's a good one. So there. There will be an audio version, as on the last Sherathon scope, part of the Perry 10K, which I'm part of. People talk about my voice. I have been told by many ladies they like my voice. So yes. Yeah, so am I, actually. So grateful. No, not 50 Shades of Grey. My book came out separate from that. I actually took this book from, if you're old enough to remember, a song by Paul Simon, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, which is a very old song. This is my antidote to that. Not 50 Ways to Keep It. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. I'm not wearing glasses out here because it's kind of bright, and frankly, some of the names slide by, so if I don't respond exactly to who you are, I might be wrong. Great. Get the book. So, I'm going to go to chapter 42, okay? And I'm just going to read the heading so you get a sense of where we're starting from, and then we'll get into the conversation, so I'll make this fairly succinct. And thanks for joining me. I love you being on the scope. Please do invite your friends, your followers, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff, and lots of hearts. So I really appreciate that. This chapter is number 42. And by the way, this is in the section about sexual attraction. Ooh, there's 7 sections in the book, by the way. This one's 42, which says, exactly that one. Yeah, I don't have them rhyming the same way as that Paul Simon did, but that was a lyric for a song. This is a book to change your life. Ooh. Okay. This chapter's 42 is Men and Women Attract Each Other Differently. Men see attraction, women feel attraction. Let me explain, because there is a whole chapter about it, but I'm going to get into the details now. So let me put that down for a second. Okay. So I don't have a prop table right in front of me. I need to put a little table right below the screen so I can drop it down there. So, what I mean is, actually, let me do it this way. I'm going to take you into a bigger picture first and bring it back to this distillation of this clarity, so you bear with me. Men and women are different. Have you noticed? Our society is trying to make us the same because of the sexual revolution back in the 60s. But ultimately and historically, men and women in our ancestral roots are very different. And in the olden days, as it were, as one of my teachers, Alison Armstrong, talks about, men were the hunters, women were the gatherers. That was kind of the way that things were back in the old villages. Men were the hunters because they had good long-range eyesight. And men would go at hunting parties because we are good at single focus. That's the strength that men have. The weakness in that strength is we don't look behind us very often. So when we're out hunting on our own, we could be the prey of some other predator versus us shooting a prey. If that makes sense. That's why hunting parties were recommended for village men when they go out hunting, because they can watch each other's backs. Women, on the other hand, have much more diffuse awareness, ability to see a lot of things because they're watching so much stuff in the family and in the village. What it is about women in the natural gifts, you can't find anything, I love it. But what happened was, women had a sensitivity to feel what was going on, because it wasn't as much they saw what was going on, they had a sense of where everything was, where the kids were, where the predators were, where the safe food was, where the other food was. It was an inbuilt ability. Fast forward to modern times, in fact this is going off the last century or more so, what makes attraction work? Well, thank you. I'm pulling this from my own background and also from what I've studied with some big teachers, so it's not just me being right, other people are right too. This is not, I'm not like saying, I discovered this and I worked it out. No, I learned from some great teachers, just to be honest, full disclosure. But I've seen it work, so I know this is true. Men and women are different, as I said at the beginning. And what's different about us is how we view, well, let me say this. Authentically speaking, without the overlay of media and magazines and promotions and commercials and everything else, men and women are differently and they attract differently. Men seek attraction in women by what they see. And I'll explain in a minute, so don't take offense on this, ladies. Hit with me, I'll get to that in a minute. Women are, sorry, getting notifications that pop up on my screen, how inconvenient. Women feel attraction in men. I'll explain what that means in a moment. The media has tried to make it like we're all the same. So when you see the Abercrombie and Fitch commercials or the print ads where the men are all like got their sleek six-pack abs to make women to be attracted to them, they're trying to make women think like men. And I'm like, nah, getting fatty about this. Because society is the male model, the male mindset rather. And the male mindset, like all the dating apps, the smartphone apps, the dating sites, all about visual pictures to tell you what somebody looks like. But women's innate gift is to feel. Women's innate strength, and this is the thing I want to tell the women who are watching, especially, and I'll explain more as I go along, because women, I want you to hear this. Many of you hear this too. So, men are attracted visually, women are attracted energetically, or emotionally, or feeling, however you want to say that. What that means is that we as men are generally drawn to a woman who gets our attention, who we find attractive. It's not about beauty. It's not about glamour, it's not about makeup, it's about what attracts us, it's what we see. So it's a visual attraction. And there's lots of layers to this, because depending on who you are as a man, depending on the culture you live in, attraction for one man is different from what it is for another man. So for women, just so you know, there isn't one type of woman you should be for a man to be attracted to you. It's based on what you have as a attractive qualities that pull him in. Now, I'm going to come back to that again. Let's skip to the women's side, because I'm going to dance on both all the way through this, so stay with me. Women, you have an amazing ability. It's largely based on intuition, which is a natural feminine, not just women, but a feminine skill. Men can develop it too, but they have to be in their feminine to get it to work. It's one of our abilities to shift. Men and women can shift from both masculine and feminine energies, because that's not gender-based, that's energetic-based. But women, when they're in their feminine and in their intuition, can feel what a man is about. And this is where it gets interesting. Women like a sharp-dressed man. Good, you know, James Bond look or whatever, the nice look, the tuxedo. Yes, men can look really good. But truthfully is, a woman can feel if she can trust that or not. See, the women have the ability to go, oh, he's cute, or he's good looking, or he's got a nice car, or he's got this. And it's the establishment of wealth is kind of that thing about being taken care of. And this is an old paradigm about women wanted to be taken care of because women didn't have the money at the time, or the votes or anything else, so they wanted a man to take care of them. So they would look for a man who had the nice car, the big house, and the sense of wealth that would make them feel safe and taken care of. Then the sexual revolution happened and women got independent and started earning their own money. So that shifted the model slightly, and we're still figuring that one out as a society, or as a world in fact. So what women have really got to really touch into as your gift of attraction is when you meet somebody on a first date, if you find them on the smartphone app and you go on a date with them, that's kind of the way it seems to work nowadays. Or you could do it where you are meeting someone in social environments. I mean, ladies, let me ask you this, and you can comment on this as you go through. When you're in an environment where there are several guys around, and they look pretty good, do you naturally feel which one you can feel safe talking to? Or feel which one feels more risky? Or one you don't trust right off the bat? Ladies, do you have any responses to that? Because I believe it's true. The gift of attraction? Not necessarily. Yes. Thank you. You sense, you feel men over the visual. I don't know what that's going to do anything, so, okay, if you come up again and that's the theme you're going to go on, you're going to be blocked, just so you know. This is not about politics. But this is the thing. Women have been trained not to trust it. And this is what I want to say, women, listen, please. You have an innate sensitivity, because what it is, and let me break it down another level. Masculine and feminine energy. I'm trying to capture the thought, wasn't it? Let me rewind. Yes. So men and women have different energy, the masculine and feminine energy. Masculine energy is about goals, completion, success. We are in a masculine energy directional, like same as the hunter. Go for a target, get there, done, success. What's next? The feminine energy is, wow, it's this amazing environment we live in. This is life itself. This is the energy of what's around. It's a very different energy, because the masculine and feminine are opposite ends of the polarity level or scale, which is like yin and yang, black and white, night and day, light and dark, etc. So your gift, your abilities, is to reinforce that. And what I mean, for example, is that when a woman's attracted to a man, what she feels attracted to is not so much the status in life, the money, the car, the house, surprise, surprise. What a woman's really attracted to is how strong in his presence is the man. How safe does he feel? How solid is he in the ground, so when you are there, he won't run away. Ladies, if you want a solid man in your life, you'll know, because if a guy's about to go turn tail and run because 2 minutes in he's going, I'm scared, you'll know that right away. And you won't be interested. It doesn't matter how much money he has, unless you're a user, which I hope you're not. But ladies, if you really want an amazing relationship, I know your innate sensitivity is to feel a man who is in his truth, in his presence, in his consciousness. And this is the emptiness of the way. It's like presence not moving. Now, shift the other way around. Women, when they are, for a man to be attracted to, women in the natural state are in movement, energetic dance, life itself. It's the life force moving through them that keeps them moving. And that's attractive because man is attracted to motion. The hunter again. And women can be attractive by how they present themselves. Now, this is where I'm going to get some subtlety for the ladies. You can comment on this. I know you're going to know this. For an example, now it's a joke about when men and women go away on vacation or on holiday. A man takes 1 suitcase, a woman takes 3. There's a reason for this. And it's not as a joke. This is the truth. Men generally can plan ahead for the whole trip what they need. Shoes, pants, trousers, sorry for the English people, shirts, hats, whatever. Pack in 1 suitcase, go. But women have this, what's the word like? In the moment experience, in the moment need. So when they pack everything, they're packing for any possibility and what they need when they're on the trip, because they won't know until they're at the location they're going to know how they feel, to decide what to wear. Ladies, can I get an amen or a yes on that? Because I think it's true for you. This is vital for you to know. Because it's, thank you for that little amen thrown in there. So when you are feeling the right feeling, and this is what I say about ladies, is it true for you? And I'm guessing it is, because I've already heard it has been true. Oh yeah, the brown, no, they're not poop hearts, they're chocolate hearts. Remember, I had that feeling myself, like, oh, they're brown, they're not, and I went, oh, it's chocolate, that works. You pack like that, see, that's the thing. When you're dressing up for a date, it will take you more time. The reason why a lot of women are late for dates is because it takes them time to really feel where they are, to feel where they're aligned, to feel when they are ready. So what that takes is a moment to say, okay, if they've got, for example, 20 pairs of shoes, and 20 pairs of earrings, and 20 shades of lipstick, they won't know until they're in the moment which one of those they want. Because as women, you are in a moment-to-moment experience. You can't decide 3 months ahead unless you're in your masculine. Yes, you can plan a vacation, but to plan all the details, it's beyond your comfort and beyond your ability as a feminine woman to do that well. You need to take time to be present where you are to decide. So when a woman's being attracted to a man, it will be how she dresses. And it is about how she feels comfortable and sexy and sensual in what she's wearing. Well, that's rare, to be honest. Most women need to carry some accessories, at least some, to give themselves variety, because women love variety. That's, again, it's the energy of life and movement. Most women, some are not, it depends on the feminine balance, but most women in the feminine need that variety. That's what life's about for women. Men are very more singular, so I think we're single focused. We can deal with a simple closet. The joke is that men need, like, 3 pairs of shoes, black pair, brown pair, and sneakers, or tennis shoes. Whereas women need 17 black shoes, different heights, different soles, different looks, different buckles. You took a flight case for 2 weeks, it was challenging. That's the point. Because your innate need is for the variety. And that's what makes you attractive. So don't ever shut that down. So I want to say this to you so you get this for your own ownership for the ladies. Because if you want to attract a man, and comfort is relative again. It's like, what is it that you feel that makes you sexy? It's not about, I mean, for men they go, well, the more cut there is, the more shapely it is. Like, not for women. For women, it's how they feel in the clothes they're wearing. Exactly. Different things at different times. Exactly the case. So that's the thing, is that when you are getting ready for a date, you may decide out of 20 shades of lipstick, you know, tonight I need that one versus this one. And it's going to change the mood for the evening based upon what lipstick color you choose, what earrings you choose, because the weight, you'll feel it. The light, the shine, will feel it. How you do your hair, up or down. I don't know that issue, because my hair's always down. What clothes you wear, you know? And that's the thing. This is so much about the learning, about knowing your truth and owning it. Because that's what makes you attractive. It's not so much also what you look like. It's how you feel in what you're wearing. That's what projects. So much as men don't necessarily feel stuff, they'll look at a woman and they can tell how she is carrying herself. Is she in her sexy, natural ability, or is she uncomfortable because she's trying to fit in a box she's not in? So that's a little key. I'm planning for vacations. I understand where you're going with this. So I just want to give that's kind of the crystallization of that story. So basically, men and women attract each other differently, to summarize back at the beginning. That men are attractive by visual, how they sense the woman to be looking. How much is the book? It's $24.95. Actually, on my website, it's $24.95. On Amazon, I think it's $22, something like that. Kindle version is $9, something like that, I believe. $8.99. So, if you don't know who you are, it can be a bit confusing. Well, that's the thing. It's part of the journey is to really own your natural ability. Are some men less visual, or are we just all pigs? That's an interesting statement. Some men are ignorant. Some men don't choose to look. Some men don't respect women. That's a whole other conversation, and I'm not going to get into that. I work with women primarily, and I'll just give a little plug for my work, to help them own who they are so they don't have to settle for crap like that. That's my work. Okay. My mission, my purpose is helping women own their beauty. And it's partly to heal their hearts because they've been told wrong so many times, and partly to own their feminine gifts because the world needs you more than ever. That's a whole other rant. I did that week before last, on my Periscope, about women being needed. How do you find, was that somebody else or that's for me? How do you find out? So if that's for me, let me know. So, you've got some pieces to work with here, you've got some viewpoints. If you want to find out more about me, my site has tons of resources. Online programs, coaching, free discovery sessions, my book, and a few other things too. And there's a bunch of videos and audios up there too, and he's posted a bunch more. Well, somebody's got the chocolate hearts. Enjoy them anyway. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. Thanks for following me. Thanks for watching. I know some people dropped off early. Oh, yes. Got it. Okay. So you mean there are definitely... See, the thing about this is men and women have been trained and programmed to think away because of media, commercials, advertising, etc. In a natural state, we're much more aligned to our natural ability to resonate and attract what we're truly aligned to. I've been doing that for a while, since 2007. It's changed my life. And I'm attempting to give you, in a 10-minute scope, what I've spent the last 8 years discovering. So this is a highlight. This is the highlight reel, the taster test, if you like it. All right? All right. No, yeah, okay. So bottom line is this. Men are attracted to the energetic light the feminine puts out, and it's the light she emanates is attractive. Whereas men are attracted to women, women are attracted to men by how solid he feels, how strong he is in his presence, not muscular strength, but his presence of energy. So that's the two things I want to get across to you, and illustrate along the way. If you're going back to watch the scope again, well, men aren't always pigs. Okay, one little sidebar. There's a difference between macho man and masculine man. The macho man is the pig. And on that one, if you want to find out more about, watch my scope from 3 weeks ago that I talked about in this. And by the way, all my periscopes beyond 24 hours are on catch.me with a K, katch.me/Barry Selby. So catch.me/Barry Selby. That's where you'll find all my archives. A bunch of stuff is up there. I'm just getting off in a moment because I have to do a quick Perry Tips scope before the next Sherathon begins that I'm going to watch. So, hi from Cyprus, welcome. So this scope is ending. Please go back and watch it from the beginning, because there's a lot of content in here that I just downloaded, and I'm not going to repeat it now because it was kind of stream of consciousness. So, you're welcome. Again, my site, that's where you find all my previous, thank you for that. That's where you find all my previous periscopes. Catch.me, Barry Selby, thank you folks. And also my website, if you want to find out more about me, is barryselby.com. I do a discovery session as my gift to you if you want to find out more about my work and I find out what you need, which is the first button at the bottom in the navigation bar. That's the one I'm looking for. And tons of stuff in there as well. Thank you for the hearts. Thanks for following me. This is my daily love scope, so follow me anyway, regardless of this, or in addition to this, so you get notified when I do my love scopes. I do them every day. And I'm also doing Perry Tips. So it's Love Scopes and Perry Tips are my two channels I do every day. And because of the update we had from Periscope this morning, I want to give you a couple of quick insights and tips on how to use, or how to get Periscope working better than it was before. Isn't that cool? So thank you for joining me. Thanks for being part of this scope. I'm signing off now. By the way, oh yeah, thank you. Thanks for reminding for the Perry 10K. I'm part of an awesome group of people, which is the Perry 10K group. We do share-a-thons every weekday, which is basically 5 people in a row talking about a certain subject, and we teach and inspire and evoke people. This is why I love this group, because we're about making a difference in the world in a positive way. If you want to find more about the group or join into the group, you can't find it on Facebook because it's private, but you can find out how to join by go to Perry10K, the number 10K.com/join. You'll be in a waiting list because it's right now full, but we're going to add more people soon. That's the plug, the promotion. You got my site, you know me. Welcome to my stuff. Oh, of course, and if you get my book and you want me to share in chapters, I'll happily do that. And if you're in LA, I'll sign it for you as well. How about that? So yeah, I recommend if you're social media to use your own name. It's easy to find you. That's the site there, Perry10K.com/join. Thank you for joining me. Again, my book, 50 Ways to Love Your Lover, has in fact 50, hence the number, different principles. This was number 42. I'm not going to do, well, I haven't been tempted yet to do a scope of every chapter, but I will tell you different things along the book if somebody has questions about the book. But I do teach other stuff. In fact, this is only, I think, the second scope I've done, which is from my book, and I've done 50 of them. So this book has only just been tapped into. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here. I'm actually going to sign off and sign back on again in about 2 minutes to do my Perry Tips, which is a different focus, different theme. Same shirt. Give you some keys to make your Periscope experience more fun. All right? Thank you for the hearts. Thanks for the love. Thanks for taking this into your life. This is one thing I want to say. What I shared with you today, see if it works. Take it out in your life, explore it, work with it, and if it works, awesome. If it doesn't, throw it away. I'm not attached to this being right for you. I just know for my clients, in my own world, it works. And this is my advice, is test drive everything you learn. Because some of it will work for you, some of it won't. And that's okay. So, thank you for joining me. I'm glad you got some value out of this. So every time I for to leave you, say, by the way. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. Maybe it was an autocorrect. Oh, you can't leave. Well, I need to leave because I've got 6 minutes till they start the Sherathon. I want to get, you know what I'm going to do? Forget it. The Sherathon starts at 3 o'clock Pacific time, which is in 6 minutes. I'm actually not going to try and rush myself. I'll do my own Perry Tips one after that one's over. Then I can breathe again. I'm trying to rush to get things done, and I'm like, why should I need to squeeze it in? And by the way, just so you know, the Sherathon today is about, well, I'll put it simply this, it's about believing you're worthy and deserving. So it's a good scope. I was on the first round that's already on archive now, and the next one starts at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. General Greenwich Mean Time, and 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Got it right 3 times. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You will see, we talked about that and more, limiting beliefs and a lot more stuff in the Sherathon, and we got 5 more people coming up in about 5 minutes to start the Sherathon then. I'll be watching. I'm not actually doing this one. I did the first one. If you're following me, I will... Damn, sweating. It's hot out here. You are so worthy. Exactly. You are so worthy too. And thank you, I am. If you want to keep notified of those things upcoming, follow me, because I do share with my followers as soon as it comes up when the next one starts, which will be in about 5 minutes. So that's it, I think. Any questions, any thoughts before I hang up the phone, as it were? Anything? Because I'm about to wrap up. And thank you for all the stream of hearts. It's been so fun to watch all the hearts streaming by. I did have a goal of breaking 40,000 hearts today, and I was at 37.5, I think, so it should have been pretty easy. I suspect I already did that, which is kind of cool. I should say, I think you've already done that for me, so thank you. You're welcome. And thanks for following, and please share with your followers and friends. The replay's available. You can go back and watch that, and have a great time. And I'm just going to go take a break for a minute because the next Share-a-thon starts in like 4 minutes. So, I am? Awesome! Wow, I thought it was going to break 40K. Cool! Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the love. That's it. I mean, I know, just a sidebar, just on this heart thing, I was thinking about the hearts being like so cool to get so many because I started out at 2,000 a while back. But I know some people are over 65, 70 million hearts. So I know I've got a long way to go before I get to the top guns. And by the time I get there, they'll be at 500 million or something insane. So, but still, 50,000 is good. It's halfway to 100. Because 6 figures is the next goal. It's always fun to do. Better than cash? Well, it lasts longer. Depending how you manage it. So thank you for that. I appreciate you being here. I will be back on again in about an hour, based on the timing of the last, because they're doing the next, as I said, the Share-a-thon starts at 3 o'clock Pacific time, which is in like 3 minutes, my time. You're welcome, glad you had good fun. So I'll be doing my love tips probably 5-10 minutes after it ends, so it'll be around 4 p.m. Pacific time, 4:15 Pacific time, or thereabouts. So I'll be scoping again shortly, which will be just after midnight for the English folks. My compadres back home that I haven't seen in a long time. The country, I haven't seen you guys ever in person yet. And by the way, my goal is to eventually make it to London one of these times when you do one of the future Perry 10K meetups. But right now I'll hold the fort for the LA one. That's where I'm based. So thank you for watching. Appreciate you being here. I'm going to take a break because I need to go to the bathroom before we start. Thank you again. Thanks for the hearts. Take some of these tips to heart. Use them. Try them out. Have an amazing love life. Take care of your hearts. And be authentic in everything you do. That's my request, my intention, my... Don't compare yourself with them. Oh, they got over 200,000 followers. Oh no, I understand. That's why I said I gave up the fight, because I was thinking, oh great, I've got 10,000 hearts. I'm like, oh my god, they're all up there. But also, and this is my peeve. Since I got 2 minutes, I'm about people like myself, especially in the Perry 10K group, who are about sharing guidance, information, keys about better living, healthier life, better consciousness, etc., etc. Some of the people who have all these massive numbers are the look at me, look at me, look at me. They're the narcissists, and really not a fan of them. I can probably coach them and help them if you want to pay some money to me. But they're about living on the likes of everybody else. And truth is, for me, when my work is out, getting out in the world, if I change your life, great. If you don't like it, that's fine with me. It's not about me being liked. It's about me sharing truth, authenticity, information that helps you live a better life. And if one person gets a better life out of this, or has a better relationship, or just feels better about themselves, then I've done my work. So the hearts are great, but definitely not attached to them as being my validation or my survival. My work is in service to you, not to this heart thing. Heart thing's on that side of the screen. That's my mission. Okay, I see you're all starting to drop off now, which is fine, because the Share-a-thon begins in 2 minutes. I'll be back on, and I'll be saying, follow me to follow the Share-a-thon in 2 minutes. I'm taking a break. Can I post me a book? Well, my book's on Amazon. So Amazon ships to the UK. So if you're in the UK, you can go on amazon.co.uk, or if you have an Amazon account, signed. To be honest, shipping the book to England, because I ship one to my dad, costs more than the book does. So if you want to pay for that, I can do it. Otherwise, can you live without it being signed? It'd be cheaper for you. Yeah, tweet me. That'd be great. Okay, thank you. And yeah, no, it's great fun. I mean, if my signature's worth that much to you, I'll be very impressed, because I'm not that impressed with my own signature. But that's me. Have fun. Take care of yourselves. I'll be back on in about an hour and 15. You're welcome. And I'm going to watch the Share-a-thon. It's starting in 30 seconds. Okay. Oh, the name of the book. 50 Ways to Love Your Lover. It's really that way around. Is that easy to read? Or this way around. 50 Ways to Love Your Lover. It's on Amazon.com as a physical book or as a Kindle version as well. Kindle version is immediate delivery. Physical book, depending where you live, takes a few days or a week. All right? Again, thanks for joining me. Back on again with the Perry tips a little bit later, and my usual love scope will be on tomorrow. So if you want more love, you're welcome. This was actually not my title. I didn't start with this, but I lost the one I had because it wasn't the right title. That's a whole other story. If you want to know about book publishing, I also can coach you on that. This is self-published, by the way, and this is something that I'm helping other people do too. That's another avenue I play in. Okay, enough. I got to get off for the next scope. So thanks for watching. I'll see you again later on my scope today and tomorrow. Take care of yourselves and get out there and love yourself first. Bye.